All right, so here is our full verse. Now, the whole highlighted section, it's basically just a 4-bar phrase. There are repeats at the beginning and end of it. So it's that 4-bar phrase that repeats 4 times. All right, so in the last lesson, we kind of worked on putting it together one time, but now I'm going to try and loop it 4 times at 100 beats per minute. And let's see what we get. We can play it 4 times. Let's see how it goes. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. Okay, so play along with that. Now, part of the thing is I'm encouraging the reading with this so that you have a better opportunity to actually memorize the pattern. But the thing is, once you get the eyes moving in the right direction, then you want to try playing it from memory. So that's what I did. I read it the first time through, and then on the repeat, I try to play it from memory so it starts to absorb in my muscle memory. And then I can get more connected to the music. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty confident about that I have it memorized, but if you want to continue to read it, that's fine. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bump it up to 115 and try the same thing out. Something like 1, 2, and 4, and 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4, and 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4, and 2, and 4, and 1. Yeah, and again, counting it because that it's like the language. I'm getting the language ingrained and getting the feel. And this is a complicated phrase here because it's much more varied. It's easier to play the same thing over and over again, one bar over and over again, but this has much more variety to it. So these are the steps you want to take to ingrain that so you got that diversity in your playing, strengthen your counting, all those good things. All right, here we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and hopefully like my counting helps you in this process. All right, and then I'm just going to bump it up some more to hit it like 130. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2. Yeah, and I can already tell it's starting to be ingrained. I'm not even really having to think about it anymore. And that's really where you want to be, where you have to put the work in to get it to the point where you don't have to think about it anymore. Then it just flows and you're just connected musically. And that's the good stuff right there. All right, so last time, tempo's at about 140 of the song. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, So there it is. Now, again, I'm doing this way with no music. A lot of people might think, oh, that's weird, man. You got to play along with the song. You got to get the feel. And yeah, you do. And I'm about to do that. But I found that if I play without the music, that when I do play with the music, it's even stronger. Sometimes I'll start with the music, but then I'll definitely do this. But when I do it without the music, again, I know that it's going to ingrain things, so I have the entire feel down. So when I go to play with other people, I am the drummer. You are the drummer. The recording, you got to be careful because you can lean too much on the recording. But when you want to get stronger playing with other people, you have to learn to be independent. You have to learn to be like the man. And that's why they say in rock and roll, the drummer kind of makes or breaks the band. I mean, there's a half truth to that, I think, in a way. I think everybody's got to be, strong players in the band. But I think that really means is that the drummer who knows where all the parts are, all the sections are in the music, when the drummer knows that, it's so easy for the rest of the band to play with them because the drummer just steers the ship. So think of all the great rock bands, all the great drummers, and how they help steer the band around because they're the man. They're guiding everything. They're not leaning on anybody else. They know exactly where to go. So I hope you become the man too, and this will get you there if you practice this way. All right, so in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to just try this with the song and assimilate things from there, and then we should be in a really good spot.